everyone knows the importance of water and staying hydrated, especially yesterday and today. It's been so hot here at the championship, so everyone does need to keep hydrated. And the man standing next to me, Tim Wainwright, the CEO of Aid, probably knows the benefits of water more than anybody else here. And the reason I have Tim alongside me is that Aid has just started the first of a 3-year relationship with the Wimbledon Foundation. So 2018 marks the first year. I mean, what does it mean that Aid and Wimbledon are now linked?
Well, it's a tremendously exciting day for us because, as you say, it's the first year of a 3-year relationship between Aid and the Wimbledon Foundation. And we take water for granted here in the UK, although in this heat wave and in this heat, it's particularly important that we all drink it. But in developing countries where 1 in 9 people in the whole of the world don't have access to water, and typically will have to walk 20,000 steps in a day to get water. And it's usually women or girls who have to do that. And sometimes the water that they drink is not clean, and that leads to health problems. So it's fantastic to be working with the Wimbledon Foundation because the funding that they are contributing to Aid's work, £100,000 every year for 3 years, is going to make a difference to the lives of people living in very poor countries around the world, in Malawi, in Ethiopia and Nepal.
And how specifically will you be using that £100,000 each year? Have you got anything in place already?
So we're already working in those countries, but it's going to enable even more people to no longer have to make that journey to gather water. They'll have access to clean water. And the benefits, I have met communities in developing countries who have got water and the difference it makes to people's lives. It's something that we take for granted, but it's such a transformation. It's so life-changing and underpins everything.
Do you think maybe you could tell us about a story or someone you've met along the way that has kind of just realised that actually water shouldn't be something that you have to walk 20,000 steps to get, and it should just be accessible as it is to us and everybody around the championships here this fortnight?
Yes, no, just recently, a few weeks ago, I was visiting our programmes in Rwanda, and that we just recently switched on a water, basically a pump, extracting clean water, filtering it, and then providing it to a school, to a health centre, and then to 5 communities, reaching several thousand people and making a huge difference to their lives. And that's the kind of thing that we'll be doing in the 3 countries that we're focusing our work with the Wimbledon Foundation on, which is Malawi, Ethiopia and Nepal.
And something you just touched on there as well, what we take for granted is clean water.
Absolutely.
We just expect our water to be cleaned, filtered, purified, don't we?
We do indeed. And when it isn't, the consequences are terrible because, for instance, if children drink dirty water, then they get an upset stomach. And actually, it doesn't matter if they're eating because they won't absorb the nutrients properly, become malnourished. There's in many countries in which we work, many of the children are stunted, so they're not growing to the right height, and educationally it compromises their ability to think properly. So here at Wimbledon, it underpins the whole of life, water, and here at Wimbledon we can see what people can achieve, what champions they become. And I think we just have to remind ourselves it's fantastic that Wimbledon Foundation are helping us to help others who don't have that, and hopefully maybe we'll have some more champions here at Wimbledon in the future.
Absolutely, and I just want to actually draw attention to the app that you've created as well online, a little link to tennis and the steps that maybe champions can take relating to people around Wimbledon. Can you explain that to us, please?
Yes, sure. We've got an online app that helps you figure out how many steps you've been taking and relating that to the journey for water. Also, anybody visiting Wimbledon can have a look at our amazing stand here, which is just by the queue, where you use an iPad and it brings to life the stories of a number of people and their journey for water and the difference it makes when water, clean drinking water, is available much closer to their homes.
Absolutely, sounds great. I'm going to have a look and check it out myself as well. But Tim, thanks for chatting to us, and we really hope that your relationship with the foundation achieves all it hopes to achieve.
Yes, and thank you again to Wimbledon and the Wimbledon Foundation for what they're doing. It's going to make a difference to very many people's lives.